backflow of juices that should remain in the stomach comes up through the esophagus when the esophageal sphincter is open at a time when it should be closed. That causes those symptoms that we feel and we associate with acid reflux or GERD. I shared in a previous video what I was doing to cure my acid reflux or GERD, and today I'm just going to talk about what exactly is acid reflux, just to shed some more light on what it is that I am actually curing or seeking healing for in this process.
Understanding is very important. Without that underlying understanding, it's easy to just veer off or stop the process. But when you understand what it is that is actually going on, then it's more likely that you will follow through with the process to a place of completion. Hi, and welcome to my channel, Intentional Nurse Life Balance,
where I share information on health, mainly digestive health, and becoming debt-free. If you haven't already done so, hit the subscribe button and join this journey. So many people are familiar with the symptoms of acid reflux or GERD, which is to have symptoms such as bitter taste in the mouth or a feeling of lump or undigested food in the throat or chest region, bloating, feelings of indigestion, sometimes abdominal discomfort, and heartburn. Just that feeling of burning sensation. Those are some of the symptoms associated with acid reflux or GERD. So what is it that causes those symptoms to occur? Between our mouth and our stomach, we have an esophagus that connects the two. And
close to the stomach region, we have a sphincter
that opens and closes when food enters. Now, when you eat and you swallow, it opens. Once the food enters the stomach region, it's supposed to close. Oftentimes in acid reflux or GERD, the sphincter doesn't close all the way, it stays open. So all the juices, acidic contents that's in the stomach goes back up through the esophagus and comes back up into our mouth area or into the lining of the esophagus. When that happens, that's what causes that bitter taste or burning sensation and all those feelings that we have that's associated with it. So essentially, it's just a dysfunction of the esophageal sphincter or the backflow, if you will. That mechanism that opens and closes, it just doesn't close all the way. It doesn't give you that seal that causes gastric juice to stay in the stomach area. So the juices that should be in the stomach ends up flowing back up through the esophagus and back up. The sphincter either gets worn out or there is so much pressure that's causing enormous force that pushes the sphincter open. Incidences that increases abdominal pressure to cause the sphincter to open: hiatal hernia, obesity, pregnancy, and just general wear and tear uses of the esophageal sphincter. Certain foods that we eat can in itself cause damage.
When a
person is pregnant, that causes increased pressure in the abdominal area, and that in itself can force the esophageal sphincter open, allowing for gastric juices to flow back up into the esophagus. Another thing is obesity. In cases of obesity, there is increased pressure in the abdominal region, and that again forces the sphincter open because there's so much pressure down here that the sphincter cannot stay closed as it's supposed to. So it opens up and again allowing for juices to flow. Another reason for acid reflux or GERD to occur is hiatal hernia. This is where parts of the stomach bulges into the chest region. And again, because there is bulging up, which should not occur, excess pressure is being put on that esophageal sphincter that should remain closed, and that forces juice out, which would have otherwise remained in the stomach region. So hiatal hernia, obesity, pregnancy, and just general wear and tear uses of the esophageal sphincter or overuse of the sphincter can cause for it to be worn out to where it's not functioning like it should. So again, malfunctioning of our body.